Hello everyone, my name is Dinda Audri Irani and welcome to my YouTube channel. And first, I want to say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we start my presentation, I want to say thank you to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala and Miss Arjulian as a lecturer, and you are my audience. Thank you so much. And next, let me introduce myself. My name is Dinda Audri Irani, and I'm from class of 4A1, and go start my presentation. And my material are about the way to learn besides academic literacy. My table of content are what is literacy, second, the type of literacy that we should know about, and 3, what is literacy academy in the world of education, 4th, literation beside an effective learning, and last, how to get children to help literacy academy learning. My audience, what is literacy? Literacy is a separate ability and individual, and skill in reading, writing, speaking, counting, and problem solving at the level of experience needed in the daily life. Next, the type of literacy that we should know about. I have 6 meaning. First, literacy read, write. Second, numeration literacy. 3, science literacy. 4, financial literacy. 5, digital literacy. And second, cultural and citizenship literacy. I can explain 6 meaning. First, literacy read write. One of the 6 basic literacy that we need to master in the literacy. Reading, writing are the earliest known literacies in the history of human civilization, but are classified as a functional literacy and are of great use in daily life. By having the ability to read and write, a person can live his life with a better quality, expand in an increasingly modern era market by intense competition and rapid movement. Individual competence is needed in order to survive well. And second, numeration literacy. Numeration literacy is knowledge and skill to A. Use various numbers and symbols related to basic mathematics to solve practical problem in various context of daily life, and B. Analyze information displayed in various from graph, tables, chart, and then use the interpretation of the result of the analysis to predict and make decision. Put simply, numeration can be interpreted as the ability to apply the concept of numbers and arithmetic skill in daily life. For example, at home, work, participant, community life, and citizens. And the ability to interpret quantitative information contained around we. And 3, science literacy. Science literacy can be interpreted as a scientific knowledge, skill, to be able to identify question, obtain the knowledge, explain scientific phenomena, and draw conclusion based on fact, understand the characteristic of science, awareness of how science and the technology shape the of natural, intellectual, cultural improvement, and the willingness to engage and care about issues related to science. OECD 2016. And next, 4 is that the Financial literacy. Financial literacy is the knowledge and skill to aptly understanding of concept, risks, skill in order to make effective discussion in a financial context to improve financial well-being both individually, socially, behind be able to participate in the community. In the addition, the Financial Service Auditory OJK also expresses the importance of financial inclusion as an inseparable part of financial literacy. And 5. Digital literacy. According to Paul Gilster, in his book Digital Literacy 1997, digital literacy is defined as the ability to understand and use information in a various form for very wide variety of source that are accessed through computer device. And according to Powden 2001, offer a new understanding of the root digital literacy on computer literacy and information literacy. And last, cultural and citizenship literacy. Cultural literacy is the ability to understand and behave toward Indonesian culture as a national identity. Meanwhile, citizenship literacy is the ability to understand the right and obligation as citizen. Thus, cultural and citizenship literacy is the ability of individual and community to behave toward their social environment as part of a cultural nation. And cultural literacy and citizenship become things. And next material. What is literacy academy in the world of education? As you know, academic literacy in the field of education is a formal academic connector, especially at school, functional to develop student literate behavior, because in school many students apply their abilities and skill, especially reading, thinking, writing skill, which form the basic of academic literacy itself. Next, literation beside of effective learning. Any subject can utilize literacy as the basis of developing learning activities as long as the subject of reading, thinking, writing activities can be cared of. Learning activities are serious teaching and learning activities that are designed to provide educational experience to students in order to help themselves accept certain competition. And according to Langshire 2001A4.4, the operational dimension refers to use the language medium in literacy event. The language system needs to be mastered by individuals to be able to carry out the text of literacy, talk, reading, and writing. Furthermore, cultural dimension is related of this system of meaning in the literacy action and event. Cultural aspects are materials that can be used to be understand text. Materials can be used to understand text in relation to context, expression, their meaning, especially those related to way reading and writing. And critical dimension is the basis of ensuring that participants not only participate in an act literacy event and create or find meaning in the but and can transform various why and activities towards literacy action. According to Smith, their ideal literacy dimension also include awareness, motivation, and passion. not just be dimension or aspect of skill. In fact, the perception of awareness, motivation, skill, and the love of interaction are very important to be cultivated in student. And next, according to in 7 Langford and the 1950, UNESCO interpreted literacy as the ability needed to use printed materials and function them in daily life. Langford, according to Langford, in the population census in Singapore in 1957, literacy was interpreted as the ability to read and write simple letters in Australia. Also, intensive discussion about literacy began in the 1970. Literacy was not a big issue before the international literacy began in 1989. Before that, educational politicians, journalists used the terms reading and writing, not literacy. According to Smith, Worken and Ranch, Madeline Werman. At this point, it is apparent that literacy includes the ability to read and write, not just to read as just beginning of its development. Last, how to get children to help literacy academic learning? Any knows? Yeah, that is by means of learning that is not monotonous, so that children are not bored. Have many variation, not only reading books or writing learning summaries, but the teacher can also direct children to actively use their brains in the things such as forming youth scientific group. That mean care. Literary group, reading write the newspaper, calligraphy, theater, and so on. But the teacher must also be able to be active in the developing this. Academic literacy learning by having skill in one of the literacy field, and the teacher is active in teaching, so that it will motivation student in the teach training as well, so that the activities of the academic literacy movement can be started from the teacher and the school environment. Before I close my presentation, I want explain my conclusion. So there are my material. My conclusion is the way to learn beside academic literacy. That's all about learning. That's all about knows about what is literacy, and the type literacy that should know about, should we know about, yeah. And what is literacy academy in the world of education? What? We should know academics in the field of education, formal academic, connectors based at school, function. There are functions to learn student make not bored, learning make student not bored if we learn material. Literacy bisa effective learning. What is an according to Langser, Street Smith, it's all about skill, patience, dimension, and very important to cultivate in student. And she forced Langford before that education, too many others to use academic literacy. and how to get children help to this academic learning, because we can make we can soon we can use this my materials to learn, and I hope these materials can be help you all, and thank you so much for watching my video. I'm sorry if I have a mistake, and I want to say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you so much. Bye.